When people think of demolishing buildings, they think of loud explosions called implosions and giant wrecking balls slamming against concrete. Yes, that's part of the story, but only a part. In truth, demolition contractors are skilled business people performing a valuable service, using the latest in equipment and techniques. They create new space for useful buildings, remove dangerous and unsightly structures, preserve historical facades, and recycle quality material. And they do all this in a safe, environmentally responsible manner. I'm here today to demolish a few myths. Myths about what demolition contractors actually do and how they do it. It may surprise some of you to think of building dismantlers as creators, but that's what they are. They create the space to build our new schools, hospitals, homes, and office buildings. They create ways of reusing brick, steel, concrete, asphalt, and wood. And they create jobs. In spite of what we may think, implosions are used in a very small percentage of demolition jobs. When implosions are used, weeks of preparation can be involved to ensure that everything is done safely and efficiently. But I do have to admit, imploding buildings are rather dramatic. In most demolition jobs, buildings aren't so much knocked down as they are pulled apart in a careful and controlled manner. And only after detailed plans have been made identifying potential problems and determining the best method of demolition. Many types of structures are demolished, from abandoned houses to huge commercial complexes, from bridges to steel mills, from offices and factories to oil refineries. And there are many reasons why buildings are demolished. Old and inefficient buildings are removed to make room for new construction that can bring jobs and tax dollars to communities. Public eyesores are removed to make room for new housing. Abandoned and dangerous buildings are torn down to create space for new parks. Buildings, roads, and bridges that have been damaged beyond repair due to earthquakes, fires, and other disasters are removed to protect the public safety. It takes professionals to do this work. Constant training is essential because of new safety regulations, new environmental concerns, and because of the changing nature of the industry. Gone are the days when all you needed was a sledgehammer and a strong back. These days, demolition involves structural engineers, environmental scientists, and other professionals. And it involves high-tech equipment, including giant shears that can cut through steel beams, and even machines that can crush and grind concrete. Often, this equipment can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. In addition to exterior demolition, there are many jobs that most of us never see because they are done within buildings. Demolition contractors are often the first step in beautification projects. They clear out obsolete factory space so that new, more efficient equipment can be put in place. They remove interior walls so that modern, more worker-friendly spaces can be created. Demolition contractors also play a key role in protecting public safety by removing hazardous materials such as asbestos, lead, and PCBs. The laws governing these materials are strict, as well they should be. The demolition industry removes them safely and economically. Because of the nature of some of these materials, the cost of removing them can be several times higher than the cost of actually demolishing the building. But there's more to the environmental story. Many consumers are making recycling a part of their everyday life. The demolition industry has been recycling from the beginning. Recycling materials collected from demolition sites not only makes environmental sense, it makes economic sense. Disposing of materials can be expensive. Instead of paying to send these materials to our already overcrowded landfills, demolition contractors can recycle these materials so they can be reused. Concrete is crushed and used to make new concrete or to create aggregate. Steel, iron, copper, and other metals are collected and shipped to mills to be turned into new metal. Wood also finds new life thanks to demolition contractors. This wood will be turned into new flooring. When it comes to historic preservation, demolition contractors are true heroes. Because of the work they do, modern, energy-efficient buildings can be built behind historic facades, preserving the best of the past while taking advantage of today's technology. Oftentimes, old building materials can be used to create new buildings. Most of this building is constructed from material saved from dismantled buildings. Demolition contractors are also on the forefront of preserving one of our most precious resources, land. Our new schools, housing, hospitals, stores, factories, and offices are often built on reused land. Without demolition, there would soon be no room for our future. Demolition is not destruction. It's the first step in creation. Demolition contractors create new spaces from old. They create new opportunities for valuable materials. They create safer environments by removing hazardous materials. In short, demolition contractors create opportunities to preserve the past as they clear the way for the future.